Hello everyone, welcome to Fire Spray Pilot Cosplay and Props. My name is David and today we're going to be doing a review on the Wolverine cowl by Hasbro. It's part of the Marvel Legends line. Now I'm calling it a cowl. Hasbro on the box is actually calling it a mask, and it is from Deadpool and Wolverine the movie. Alright, again, I'm just going to say off the bat, I love this mask, okay? Hasbro has been knocking it out of the park lately with their products, and not just their Marvel Legends line, but also their Star Wars stuff. They've been doing some really great work with the Star Wars stuff. I have the Shore Trooper helmets on the way to me, and I can't wait to receive those because I want to see what they did with that. All right, so as far as the box, not a big deal, guys. It's just a box, rectangular box. It's got some print, same images more or less on all the sides. Okay, you got the top, and then you got the bottom with a cute little cartoony type Wolverine logo. Okay, that's it for the box. All right, the mask itself. Let's see, details. All right, let's go with the material of the mask first. So I know that in the movie, Wolverine has a fabric type cowl that comes over his shoulders and it goes onto his head, creating that cowl. All right, so a cowl will be more of a fabric or a rubber type material, kind of like Batman and stuff like that. But this one is, they've opted to go with a harder material, harder plastic, and I kind of like that. I like that better. Okay, the yellow portion here, the helmet portion, it's a rubber type material. All right, so it is a little pliable. All right, it's got some give to it. All right, to get it on and off your head if you need to work it on a little bit. So it's not a hard plastic. All right, when it comes to the actual lens pieces here that go ahead and form the ear portion of the mask, now that is a harder type plastic. All right, so this is going to be a little hard, and this is going to be just a normal rubber, kind of like a urethane type rubber. And then you have these cheek portions here. These cheek portions here are definitely going to be a soft, rubbery type material. All right. The colors on the mask are great. Okay, I mean, they did a really good job. You have your vibrant yellow here, and I thought initially when I ordered the mask, or when I saw the mask was going to be up for sale, I thought initially that these ear pieces and the lens pieces were going to be black or a darker color, and that is not the case at all. It's actually a very beautiful bluish hue. Okay, it's a very nice color, and almost like an electric blue type color, leaning towards gunmetal. Very nice, very beautiful paint, very well done. The top of the cowl obviously is supposed to be like a fabric type material. So if you're into cosplay and you've seen the Batman suits and you've seen the Superman suits, even the Deadpool suits, they all have a different type of texture or pattern to them, and this does have a diamond type pattern to it. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's very nice. It's made to mimic fabric. All right, you also have some nice stitching going all the way around the cowl, and so there is stitching there, making it again give it that fabric type look. All right, the mask has some battle damage on the ears here and on the face. All right, that is engraved into the actual plastic material, so you can tell Wolverine's been through some battle damage. And additionally, all around the actual mask itself, you have your silver weathering, and it just looks absolutely great. All right, so a lot of times I get these masks or these helmets, and I think to myself, maybe I can repaint it, make it look a little better, make it maybe weather it a little more and make it look a little bit more movie accurate. But I personally would not touch this mask whatsoever. It is very well painted. It's very well made. It's just a beautiful piece to either wear or display as is. You also have some, like if someone was to airbrush this area here, so if I were to use my airbrush along these seams here, so they've darkened that a little bit, adding to the weathering and the actual used and worn in look of the actual cowl. All right. The eye lenses here are white. Okay, they did make them white. Now, if you just look at it like that, it's kind of like see-through and it's not, very white. But if you put some kind of like a backstop or something behind it, you can see that they get a little whiter in appearance. And once you have it on, it looks very, very nice, and the eyes do look white. All right. So the fit. I know a lot of you guys are gonna want to know what it fits like. I mean, based on my head and the shape of my head, where my eyes are, and my nose, it just lines up perfectly for me personally. Okay, so you have the eye lenses here, and then you have the nose piece, protruding from the mask, and it just fits me perfectly. There it is. So again, it fits me very, very nice. It just molds right onto my face without any issues whatsoever. Okay, that might not be the case for everyone, but just for me, it just fits me very, very nice. Now there is some give still, some play in here, and we'll talk about that next. I have a 22-inch head, so if you were to get a measuring tape and wrap it around my forehead, all the way around my head, I'm going to be at 22 inches. This cowl on me, it has about maybe a 1/4 inch all the way around, so it does have some give. So I would probably have to put some padding in here if I want to have that snug fit. This would probably fit up to a 23-inch head with no problems whatsoever. 23.5 inches, maybe you're trying to pull it on or really get it on there a little bit. At 24 inches, I don't think it's gonna fit your head at 24 inches. But 22, 23, up to maybe 23.5, you should be okay getting this on. And again, it just fits me aesthetically very well, where my eyes fit, or where my eyes sit, and how they're lined up with the lenses, and where my nose is lined up, and my nose fits perfectly inside here. There is some more space in the nose if you have a larger nose and stuff like that. Okay. Measurements as far as size. So from ear to ear, as far as width, you're looking at about 11 inches. Let's go from height. Height, you're looking at about 9.5 inches. If I'm measuring from the bottom of the cheeks to the top of the helmet, okay, you're looking at about 9.5 inches. If I measure from the ear to the top, you're looking at about 7 inches. And then as far as depth, you're looking at about 11 inches as well. So again, you're looking at about 11 inches wide from ear to ear. As far as the actual height, you're looking at about 9.5 inches with the ear. You're looking at about 7 inches without the ear. And as far as the actual depth of the helmet, you're looking at about another 11 inches. All right, so again, 23-inch circumference on the inside, and those are the measurements for the outside. The visibility for the actual mask itself, once you have it on, is perfect. All right, you're not gonna have any issues with visibility, any distortion, or anything like that. You are looking through a grill type of a grill that they have in there to have it painted white. So 90%, you're gonna be looking through that. You shouldn't have no issues with visibility, no issues at all as far as distortion and what have you. Okay. Now it did come with a stand, which is again an added touch. It comes with a stand, so it's better than just having your mask laying around somewhere like that. The stand is very easy to put together. The mask itself didn't come with any type of instructions in the box. So this is about maybe, I forget, it's probably 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces to put the stand together. It's got, pieces that you have to line up and sit in there so you can't get it wrong. The mask actually came in 4 parts. It comes with the yellow portion here, the helmet, and then you have the eye lenses, and the ears are 2 separate pieces. So that's 1, 2, 3. And then you have these cheek pieces that are also separate pieces. So it comes in 5 parts. Again, very easy to put together. It's self-explanatory, not a big deal. I will tell you that I put the lenses on first prior to putting on the cheeks. All right, I will tell you guys to put the cheeks on first and then put the actual eye lenses and the ears on after, because I had a little bit of a hard time sticking those cheek pieces in there once the eye lenses were on. I almost had to remove them completely, which was a little scary because Once these things are in, they don't like to be pulled apart anymore. They kind of like click into place. They don't like to unclick. I was afraid I was going to break it, but I just, you know, jimmied it in there and it finally got in. But again, put the cheeks on first and then put the eye lens / ears on afterwards. Okay, that's that. Let's see what else we have here. I think that's it. Let's go with some comparison. All right, so here we have the Wolverine mask along with Deadpool. All right, and here they are as far as size. If you're interested in something like this particular Deadpool mask was made by Fernando Navarro. He's also known as El Fet. He makes phenomenal costumes. This is a full face version. I believe that he also makes a half shell version. This is a full shell. Again, if he makes full Deadpool suits, he makes Spider-Man suits, he makes a lot of different types of costumes. They're all screen accurate. They're all beautiful. So if you're interested in something like this or a full costume, go ahead and hit up El Fet. All right, but this is them on a side by side, and this is them on a head to head. Okay, very nice. And got one more thing for you here. Let's go with this guy. All right. So this is again the Marvel Legends Dr. Doom mask. And there they are side by side. Dr. Doom was released a couple months ago, and again, beautiful mask, beautiful piece. I love it. Another mask that I saw, and I saw the paint job and the work on it, and I would not, you know, do anything to it. It is perfect as is. You know, just seeing this mask, I've always had a thing for Dr. Doom. I love the way Dr. Doom is. I really like his character. So just buying this mask, it almost makes me feel like I want to get a whole costume and a cosplay put together. But that'll probably be somewhere in the future. Not for now. But there they are side by side. And head to head. Kind of hard or difficult because Dr. Doom's cowl is in the way. His cowl does come completely off. But I like to move his cowl on. Put this guy away. All right. And that's it. That's it for this one, guys. Whoa, what is that? Something fell. That's it for this one, guys. We're going to go ahead and keep this one short. All right. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask them in the comments. Anything you want to see or anything in particular, and maybe I can come up with it. And that's it. I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, you guys keep cosplaying. Take care.